The blade dealer, make a nigga forfeit, yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit, nah, I need a million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend bring them sounds in one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And this is going to be a recap of the New York Giants' first training camp in pads. And there were some things that I am very intrigued by that happened in this practice today. First and foremost, the connection with Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors is getting better, is getting stronger. They're starting to learn timing. And I just believe Malik Neighbors is him, man. Malik Neighbors is making people look silly out there. He has a second gear when he gets in the open field. He has moves at the line of scrimmage. He made I think Cordell Flott look silly out there on a quick pass to the end, on an end route, and he took it to the house. He got a couple of catches across the middle from Daniel Jones today. Daniel Jones did miss him on a deep out route and threw it a little high. He couldn't bring it in, but Malik Neighbors is as advertised, and he is fast. Like, he has great football speed. He has a great sense of when to turn his speed on and off and when to go medium speed. Like, he just has a feel for the game to get open and get catches. I do believe Malik Neighbors is going to be absolutely amazing for us this year. Theo Johnson getting his practice in. Theo Johnson looks faster than what he did at Penn State, which is kind of crazy because he was fast. His film looked fast at Penn State, but he just looks spry on the field, man. He looks really fast. He looks quick. That's another positive. The offensive line is still a work in progress. We still shuffling people because of injuries. JMS was down today. So Illuminor had to go in there. You had some people. You had Runyon go to center, take a couple of snaps at center. So, and Evan Neal is still trying to work his way back. So we had a Zudu out there getting some valuable reps. It's crazy about this offensive line. But they did have some battles, a good battle today between Brian Burns and Andrew Thomas, and Kayvon Thibodeau did his thing. So I'm going to let you guys listen to the Big Blue kickoff of what they think about that. So let's tune in. Let's hear them real quick.
Brian Burns, Andrew Thomas, where Thomas actually lost his center of gravity, and it appeared as though he had gotten beat, and he was off balance, and he had gotten twisted in a bad way. And he kept with it.
That's when Burns tried to make the secondary move back inside,
and he refused.
With him.
He refused to give it to him.
I thought it was a good back and forth.
That was a great rep.
I don't think either guy really beat the other.
No, that's a draw.
It was good on good, and I thought
it's a draw.
I think they drew both of their reps. To be honest with you,
I was that to me was the most exciting rep of the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I
enjoyed that one.
That was good. I thought the best pass rusher in the drill was Kayvon Thibodeau.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was consistently winning. I think he had 4 reps, and I think he decisively won 3 of them.
So you heard P-Dot. That's what we call him over here with the Big Blue crew. Him and John Schmelk explain some things about that battle between Brian Burns and Andrew Thomas. I think that battle is going to make both those guys take their games to the next level because they're playing against each other and practicing against each other every day. They're learning the nuances of each other, and if they can find a way to, to nullify each other. They're just going to make them better, because everybody's not Andrew Thomas that Brian Burns is going to face, and everybody's not Brian Burns that Andrew Thomas is going to face. So it's going to make those guys better. Kayvon Thibodeau was coming into his own. He was very dominant today. Got to the quarterback at three out of 4 pass rush attempts today. Very, very intrigued by this defensive line. Now, another thing that came up is Isaiah Simmons is showing out during training camp. He's getting first-team reps, and they're saying that this guy's an athletic freak. He's fast. He's moving all over the field. He's making plays. So, hey, if Isaiah Simmons could come into his own and actually find a role on this defense, that is an absolute major plus, because he does have athletic ability that most people don't have. So that will be great for Isaiah Simmons. I'm looking forward to seeing more of what they're going to do with Isaiah Simmons. That's going to be dope. You got Darren Beavers. He actually had a sighting today. He got a pass deflection today. Aaron Beavers is fighting to make this team. As an inside linebacker, I actually think he should be a backup edge behind Azeez Ojulari, but they feel that he can play the middle linebacker spot, and he's making some noise. As well as the undrafted free agent that we had last year, Deontay Johnson. He made some noise getting in on the sack today against Daniel Jones in the first team. So, no, that wasn't the first team. That was DeVito. So he got in there against DeVito against, I believe, some second and third team guys. But it's still a play. He's still making plays, and he has to get his name known. He's going to have to make his mark on special teams, and hopefully he can turn into a very good backup for us. Haven't seen too much from our UCLA linebacker that we drafted this year, inside linebacker Muasau. Haven't seen too much from him, so gonna study up on him to see if he's making any type plays in there. Jordan Riley, he looks stacked. He looks he's changed his whole body. Pause. And let's see if he can be that guy opposite of Dexter Lawrence, getting some time today, because Dexter Lawrence was not in the lineup today. Day of rest. He had an illness, so he got a day of rest today, which is well earned. So there's a lot of things to like about this training camp. Hodgins made a sighting today, a deep pass from Daniel Jones, which he ran a very good route and got open in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Slayton caught a deep pass from Daniel Jones today. Although he did miss him in the end zone, he did hit him on a deep post route, well, a post corner route, where DJ had some time, and he put it in there, man. Pause. So Slayton, Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson, Neighbors, Theo Johnson. We got some weapons out there for Daniel Jones to go out there and do his thing this year, and he should be able to take his game to the next level, because if he doesn't, he will not be on this team after this year. That's just a proven fact. They have the second year out of his contract, and if he doesn't produce this year, he will be gone. For all the people that say we love DJ and all this crap, hey, look, I'm going to cheer DJ on until he's not the Giants quarterback. That's just a fact. We got a Turbo Miller situation with the New York Giants. Now, I was on Spaces with Dayuno, a couple of guys you know there on Twitter with the Big Blue knockout, and we were talking about Turbo Miller. Now, Turbo Miller could carve out a pretty good role with this team if he could be that change of pace back. He has a speed that these other guys don't have. Singletary doesn't have that speed. Tracy doesn't have that speed. Eric Gray doesn't have that speed. So we might have a change of pace back on this team already, because Miller, when he hits the hole, he hits it with authority and speed. And I believe that is coveted for this team. We need that change of pace back. We need that back that we can give the ball to, and he can outrun some people. He can get to the off tackles and make those off tackle runs turn into 10, 15 yards, or get 7 yards on a quick burst. So I believe Dante Miller, aka Turbo Miller, is really making a case for himself to make this team. And we're going to need somebody with speed like that, game-breaking speed. If we can hit that guy on the screen and he can take it 50, 60 yards. We need that game-breaking speed on this team, man. I think he could carve out himself a pretty good role, man, as that change of pace back. And believe it or not, he will get a lot more carries than people think if he turns into that back that they can trust to be the change of pace back. I'm telling you. So we're gonna see in the preseason what he could do in the preseason, because you're really not gonna tell what a lot of these guys until they get into the preseason and know what they can do and what they can't do. So that's gonna be pretty interesting going into this preseason, man. I'm excited to see what he can do. Now, Lawrence Cager lost some valuable snaps today because he had a little nick there, and which allowed people like Manhurst to get a catch down the seam today. He actually got a reception today, so it's showing that you can put him out there to catch the ball a few times, man. He's not just a blocker. And with him doing that, if Theo Johnson continues to progress, Bellinger's not going anywhere. So if we don't hold 4 tight ends, Lawrence Cager, I don't know. The only thing that really keep you on the team is Brian Daboll is fond of you. Pause. So that tight end position, that's not a lock. It's going to be a battle going throughout training camp and throughout preseason. And it's another position that I'm excited to see, because I do believe Theo Johnson, looking at him coming back off that hip flexor, Theo Johnson is legit, man. That dude is huge, bro. And if we can take advantage of his size, pause in the red zone, or getting him in the middle of the field with that speed, that's just going to add to Malik Neighbors. That's just going to add to Wan'Dale Robinson and add to Jalen Hyatt and Slayton. That's another weapon that Daniel Jones has in his arsenal. So Theo Johnson, man, keep progressing. And if you can show that you're just as fast and spry in your route running than Lawrence Cager, man, that's going to be an issue for Lawrence Cager to make this roster, man. I know that may be an a-hole thing to say, but, man, look. If Theo Johnson could do everything Cager does and block better, Cager may be back on the practice squad. Who knows? Or he may just want to get absolutely cut and go try to find playing time elsewhere. Because Cager's actually stepped his game up a little bit during this training camp. So it is what it is, man. It's very good competition everywhere on this roster, which we need. Now we need to find those solid 11 on both sides that we can trust, that is dependable and smart, so we can go out there and win some games. But this training camp has been very interesting. There's a lot of storylines going. There's a lot of new blood on this team. I'm excited for this offense. I'm actually excited for this defense. Now, speaking of the defense, people are very nervous about the cornerback position, and looking at the way our receivers are having their way, we might have that might be some legit concerns. It's not might, it is legit concerns about our cornerback room. Cordell Flott is having issues guarding Neighbors. Well, everybody's having issues guarding Neighbors, you know what I'm saying? So Neighbors just might be that guy, man. Neighbors just might be that dude that can beat one-on-one coverage just about no matter who is out there. So that might not be a huge knock on this secondary, because we actually have a guy that's a legit alpha number 1 receiver again, and we're just not used to seeing that. But Jalen Hyatt, Neighbors' energy is rubbing off on Jalen Hyatt. Pause. And Jalen Hyatt is going out there. He's making moves. He's running routes. So, and he's getting plays. Wan'Dale Robinson, you already know what his position is on the team. He's going to make some plays. So, the only cornerback that I'm really worried about is Trey Hawkins. Trey Hawkins III. Trey Hawkins III is getting abused by everybody. He's getting abused by Hodgins. He's getting abused by Hyatt. He's getting abused by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's getting abused by Neighbors. He's getting abused by Allen Robinson. He's getting abused by Ford Wheaton. Like it's looking bad for Trey Hawkins out there. And we did sign another cornerback, another veteran that's probably going to play some special teams. But I would like to see what they want to do at the cornerback position. Will we bring back Adore? Will we sign Gilmore? Or will we make a trade for PS2 or Patrick Surtain II? Who knows? Or maybe we just stand pat and hope that our pass rush gets there to where it relieves some of the stress off our secondary. And last thing I want to talk about is Van Groten. They did say that they will bring back up talks with Van Groten. I believe they're waiting to see how bad the Evan Neal injury is. And if anybody else goes down, I believe they do have a gentleman's agreement that, hey, if you can't find work elsewhere, by the time we find out what these guys are, and if we need help, we're going to bring you in because you already know the system. You're a 34-year-old veteran. You don't need all the training that people like Azudu and McKeithen and the guy we got from South Dakota State. You don't need all that training that those guys got. That those guys are getting the need to learn this system. You already know the system. So if we have to plug you in, you already know what to do. So hopefully we can get one of those things fixed, one of those issues fixed with a signing. Who knows? But I do know this. New York Giants training camp has not been this exciting for a while. We get to see a number one receiver in action. We get to see Hyatt in action. We get to see Wan'Dale Robinson in action. We get to see Thibodeau in action. We get to see Brian Burns versus Andrew Thomas in action. We get to see Dexter Lawrence in action. Who's going to step up with Dexter Lawrence? Is it DJ Davidson? Is it Jordan Riley? Is it Phillips? Is it Jordan Riley? Is it Chapman? Can Chapman make this squad? There's a lot of storylines going on. Can Beavers make the squad? Is Isaiah Simmons finally finding his niche in the league and finding a role in the league that he can do and be dominant? Man, there's so many storylines going on with this New York Giants training camp. And you guys keep watching, and I'm going to keep giving you the recap. But, man, that's it for the first day of pads. New York Giants training camp. Daniel Jones, still a work in progress. He's still throwing the ball deep. And that's exciting as well. It looks like we're going to be giving about 4 or 5 deep shots a game, which is about league average. Let's hope this offensive line holds up, because if they do, a lot of those deep shots are going to connect, because I don't see you staying with Hyatt. I don't see you staying with Neighbors. I don't see you staying with Slayton all game long. So it is what it is, man. There's a lot of things that's going on with this training camp, and I can't wait to the regular season to see this New York Giants team go out there, and let's see what they can do. But that's the end of this show, man. Thank you guys for watching. Recap of training camp. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. And cop you some merch. Not going to tell you guys again, the New York Giants Full Access Collection is in stock. Go copy some New York Giants Full Access merch, man. New merch in the Big Pat Sports Shop. But until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.
Hitting the mic, spitting the facts, coming with full access. Big Pat in the house with giant tactics. Eli's handoff, rapping the classics. 90s beats, we blast this in New York. Big Blue. Where the G-men roam, Super Bowls in the vault, that's the Empire's home. Red, white, and blue, where the legends are grown. Giants full access, this the zone, got the tone.